Hello and welcome everybody to part 19 of the Briton Let's Play for Rome Total War with Darthmod. We're here defending against the Germanic tribes. So I'm just organising my cavalry. No general here, so no chariots. So I'll be defending with my cav. I'm going to see where I've got some other gates. And in fact, it would help if I was actually facing the enemy, which is coming out from this gate here. So, with that in mind, I'm going to deploy my cavalry in front of this gate to defend, and the rest of my troops will be held over here. What we've got axemen, 2 units of axemen it would seem, and then the dreaded spear warband. I absolutely hate. So I'm going to deploy my archers around about here, take off skirmish mode. And then we'll get my 2 spear units and get them into a single line formation here. And then I'm going to have my swordsmen at this sort of angle to charge in. Once we've dealt with the axemen, I will use my men to flank the spear warband, which is going to cause me havoc. I have my head hurlers here firing away at will, and we will click to commence the battle. So immediately I'm going to sally out with my cavalry here. They should come out the main gate. Yes, there we go. That's good. No chariots this time. A few of you have been commenting, sort of saying stop using chariots. Let's just clarify a few things that's wrong with that. One, I can't because my generals are chariot types, so I will try and use them to the best that I can do. Another kind of confusing reason. What am I? Oh no, wait. Am I? I think I'm sallying out to attack these guys. I think because right now there is definitely no point me chilling in here. Yeah, because they've got no siege materials. But yeah, so I can't actually not use chariots, and also some of you keep saying stop using them when they're in settlements. I think it was people commenting when I was using the light chariots to defend against the last siege I was in. Well, I'm not going to not use them. They're good missile troops at least. Bloody run, cavalry. There we go. Go for a charge, thank you. We want to flank these guys here, and they're just running away from me, so they're allowing me to do this. Well, they should be if they would turn around. Here we go, they've turned around now. I'm probably going to start losing cavalry because these guys got a good sort of turnaround on me then. So I'm going to fall back, let my cavalry run off in completely different ways to where I wanted them to go. God, run. So we're going to try another charge now that they're going to be coming towards both of our cavalry. Why did you stop? No! Charge like these dudes. We'll charge away. Rinse and repeat. No, they're getting owned. Okay, and that's my general too. Okay. Oh my god, why are you walking? Ah! Why does it seem that only... I think it's only Empire Total War and... I'm going to have to try and flank around with these guys later. Only Empire Total War and Shogun 2 seem to work properly when I tell them to flank. Or to run, rather. The rest of them I have to manually tell to properly charge. Hopefully I won't have this issue with Rome 2. Alright, let's get my archers here. I'm going to put up with swordsmen to flank the enemy. Fast forward till my troops get into position. My cavalry is going to kind of flank around the back. Just going to keep that presence behind the enemy. We'll do normal time now, and we're going to war cry with these dudes. And I'm going to get my swordsman behind to flank these guys. And my general would be better if you could run, or it's not my general, but my general's over here. I'm going to bring him up so that this is a morale bonus, I assume. We'll get the head hurlers throwing in here. So we're going to war cry with my swords, and then we're going to charge into these axemen and finish them off. There we go. With my cavalry, I'm not going to charge into these guys yet. I'm just going to leave my cavalry quite happily sitting up behind them until I kind of hold them at the front, pin them from the sides, and then, you know, flank them. Oh wow, that's not good. They're losing a little bit here. So let's get my swordsmen behind these guys here. Let's get my warband here to support my mercenaries, which are having a tough time of it. The spear warband is slowly going back. We're going to try and slay these guys now, though. Where's my general? He's slowly going back out. Swordsman, we better bring these guys out just in case. Oh, it's like double click and they'll run. No. Why will you never run? If anyone knows what it is that does that, that makes it you can't make them do it without having to manually do the keyboard commands, I would love to know, because it's really annoying. So I'm going to try and flank these guys here now. So I'm just going to flank around here. I try and hit them with my cavalry, so I'm hitting them with my warband here, which obviously getting absolutely owned, but I have to just hold off the spear warband long enough so I can hit them with my other troops and flank them, which should break them. Get my archers up in firing here, and head hurlers if we can. The swordsmen, if we can ever get them turned around. So just going to charge in with cavalry. These guys aren't going to turn around, and we'll run out of there with them. Okay, we're going to have to just charge in now with these swordsmen, because I can't seem to get flanked round properly with them. My head hurlers have now charged in as well, so we're getting some sort of flanking motion here. My archers are firing too. I'm going to try and charge again with the cavalry. Cavalry hasn't really got a good charge in there at all, but we are flanking them, and looks like we're splitting the unit apart, but we're losing a lot of my cavalry, so I'm going to try and pull out again. Again, I don't have a great force here. Sort of remnants of a once great force. So we're going to try and pull back with these guys here. I'm hoping that the temptation of attacking cavalry is too much for these guys. Run! Bloody hell. Yeah, if anyone knows why it's sort of not responding to double clicking. Why won't you run? Or is it in this game you have to set the stance before you start moving them? Because if so, that is incredibly annoying. I'm going to try and tackle again. Hit him with these swordsmen. Trying another charge with the cavalry. No, the cavalry's sort of short. Rome Total War. Damn you. Damn you sometimes. So they're not turning around, so my cavalry should be able to have them a bit. And they are just about splitting these guys up. Enough of them are turning around to cause a bit of problem. Archers are firing into their flanks. At this point I'm kind of not too bothered about losing these guys, but I'm charging in. Okay, now they're turning around, which is when we can charge in with my swords. So now the cavalry will run, not walk away from spears. They're being constantly hit by my archers, which I could probably just leave them to finish them off, but I've got my head hurlers and swordsmen trying to hold them at the front now. Let's get the head hurlers actually firing some heads rather than trying to walk in. Come on, fire some heads. Because we're slowly running here. We're running, I'm not going to walk around, I'm going to let them, because they're actually charging to a degree. They're exhausted, true. And I know I don't want to run everywhere with my troops, but, you know, it would be nice that they actually ran places when I tell them to. So, here we go, we're going for a charge. They're not turning around, we should be able to have them. this should be the breaking point of the unit, because most of their men with the long spears are facing the front, which is slaughtering my men there, but they're not able to turn around to fight me here that easily. Defeat is certain, almost certain, there we go. That's what I'll take. Broken their forces, we'll get my archers to stop firing. Or actually maybe we'll get them to continue firing. And we'll do one more charge from my cavalry, because now they've turned around to fire on me. So in come my cavalry, I'm hoping, there we go, end battle. Kills, not a lot of men remaining, but we pushed these guys back for a minute. Okay, so that battle is over. Army has routed. We've got a moment of rest before the next sort of wave of Germanic troops comes towards. What have they got here? They've got a skirmisher warband. That's cool, because they're nowhere near as good, I can already see, as the spear warband, which are causing me the big issues. And most of the men are holding up in their capital over here. I'll have to take the fight to them at some point, but I'm going to wait until I've got some better troops to kind of combat them with. So I'm repairing. Not a huge, just tiny population here, so I can't really retrain en masse. So I will have to. Let's see. Now I'm going to keep my spy here and just watch from the river. The rest. Let's move on to the rest of the map now. We're being besieged over here. Yes, we are. How many more turns until they attack? Well, their army. Let's see. They got a lot of siege engines. Got a lot of siege engines here, and I can't retrain my troops, so I'm gonna have to try and hold. If they don't attack during the end turn phase, next end turn phase, then I will sally out toward them. I'm building up plenty of troops here. As you see, I've got my Celtic bowmen. I'm building up some more troops here, and I'm retraining my general. And I know a lot of you said about bringing troops and disbanding them in these settlements in Europe would be a good idea. So I'm gonna try to do that by bringing down some of these armies from Scotland. Because obviously I've got a large population, so I'm building the Hall of Heroes and all this up here. So let's continue to build some units. I'm not too bothered about which ones I build. It's probably the cheapest ones would be Woad Warriors, it looks like. And then I can just deposit them in my other regions. And even if I can't disband them, or even if they're not adding to it, Woad Warriors are still pretty darn good. These guys are a decent population here. I kind of want to keep the growth up here. Just get them to the final level of growth, or the next one at least. Here I'm not too bothered about. We'll build some spears and then send them down. And okay, so there's nothing in Tara. I know I'm going to bring across some of their population at some point as well, but I've spent all my money for now. What have I got here? Oh, we've got a lot of heirs here, a lot of faction leaders. We don't actually have. We should probably send some along. Actually, we've got quite a lot here. We've got no one there, so let's send a young commander. Yeah, I mean he's got nothing going for him really, but we'll send him down here. Never know, might work. And then we end the turn. Oh, whoa! Where are we? Oh, okay. This is the battle we've been waiting for. This is the one here at Condite Redonum. So we will fight it and we'll try and push the enemy back. We've got nearly double their numbers, but they have brought some of these elite troops. But they're quite a battered army actually. There's not too many of them there, but they've got some elite units. So we'll have to be careful about how they come toward us.
The day has dawned. How terrible it must be to face us, the sons of the wolf and the bear. Even now, fear works in the bowels of...
Okay, there we go. We are here, having a bit of a rallying speech from my general.
Will soon lie dead.
But we're going to ignore the rest of that, because we can handle it. Right, so as you can see, with all those rams, the enemy's idea, the AI's idea, is to assault my walls. I've got the chosen swordsman here. So it's to assault as many points as possible, because obviously I don't have anywhere near enough men to kind of cover all the points. So I'm going to start grouping units and then I'll start spreading them out. I'm just going to group them first so I can control them better. And also I need to move a few of these troops that aren't particularly useful, like the 7 units of spear warband, not going to be that useful to me. The rest of them, they've got decent veterancy on them though, these guys. So they should be able to hold quite nicely. So, there we go. Oh, no, group 2, and then shift. Oh, lag. There we go. And then across the whole of it, I'm just placing spear warband in front. That can pretty much cover my whole walls. I'll move some of them around because this one, there's clearly got enough on the ends. And then we've got the swords, which are also going to be deployed in a nice long line behind the spears to then sort of charge through. My general is not going to be... Well, actually, he could be of some use, so we're going to sally out with him from this this gate. If the pathfinding ever works, if not, we won't bother with him. And then I'm going to keep cavalry up the top here. Now, my archers, I'm going to deploy them at various points. We're going to have one group here. We'll have another group here, and then a final group here. And that is pretty much it. Take them off skirmish mode, and we can start the battle. We're good to go. So let's get to my general already, and let's try and get him to run out here. See that time? Double click, straight away. Ran. Maybe with the last battle about the whole running thing, it's because they were, most of them, all exhausted by then, so they weren't going to want to run. So maybe that's it. See, why is that one chariot running out that way? That is terrible pathfinding. There is no way in hell that the chariot should be going anywhere near this way. I have no idea. If it goes out the front gate, I'm going to be pissed. God damn you, chariot pathfinding. No, you're going to loop round and then come out, because that clearly makes more sense. So let's kind of form up in a big block over here. So there's a bit of lag, but we'll try and avoid that. So we've got my swordsmen here, my heavy infantry. They've only got one ram in this kind of section, so we're moving along. My archers are firing, thinning their ranks before we get there. The good thing is that because most of their men, well, actually, if I could have targeted these guys before, then I would have been able to stop the ram, and the rest of them would have had to pick it up. But that's fine. I could sally out and stop them, but they can waste their time trying to battle down my walls, actually. Here, not too many of the enemy on this unit. I'm going to actually try and target this ram and stop it completely with my archers. This ram's actually being targeted by my tower with fire arrows. So that's doing reasonable. See, what's this chariot doing? It's just pissing about over here. What are you doing? What the bloody hell are you doing? I may message Darth Vader actually on the kind of feedback for this version of Darthmod, sort of say if there's anything he can improve for the next version about chariot pathfinding. That would be amazing. It's finally catching up. So anyway, we've got this one forming up here. Why are you? Oh no, they're reforming. I see. Okay, so we'll pull these swordsmen around like so, just to charge out. The rest of them, I'm actually going to let them break down that part of the wall over there. I'm not too bothered about it. They can do that if that's what they wish. And I'm going to charge these swordsmen with my chariots. We're just going to come straight through them. We're then going to hit these swordsmen once they probably break through my wall, but I'm not too worried about them.
This is a disaster!
The enemy have broken through our walls. Drive them out!
No, you only think it's a disaster. And chariots, why would you stop before the charge? Ah, pathfinding, I hate you. Okay, I'm just going to charge through them now. Charge through the swordsman. Here we go. Chariot death size of doom. Away. You know, it kind of relies on you actually charging through and killing the enemy. If I lose another general here, chariots, I will stop using you. War cry with all my swordsmen.
This is a disaster.
Because I need to start helping out my warband, my spears.
Drive them out!
We're gonna attack these guys again with the chariots. We're gonna turn around to recharge them, re-hit them, and we're now just gonna run through them here. Because that's the sort of the hit and run you should do with these guys, it seems. They're not doing as much damage as I'd hope, so I'm going to pull away with them, not worry too much. We've won, well, we've won partly at the main gate. We're charging with 2 units, 3 units. Swords are getting in there. We're pushing them back already, though. And the rest of them here are now charging through the warband. But we might be able to win in the main gate here. I'm actually quite confident that we will, and then we can flank round on this unit here, which is attacking my spearmen.
This is a disaster.
It suddenly got foggy as well.
What's
going on there? So we're going to flank these guys. Here, what's going on? My swordsman here. My chariots managed to get away. What have we got following them? How many have we got following? Get my chariots to come back and attack them, and then we'll charge through them again. Don't know why the fog has suddenly descended. I'm not worried about that unit that's come in there, though. As I said before, what have we got here? We've got a warband, which we're trying to push back. We've got archers firing in here as well, which I'm going to have to redeploy around to attack this unit. What are you? You are chosen swordsman. I'm going to get my cavalry to charge into you. Hopefully you will obey. Starting to break. That looks like the enemy general. I'm getting my chariots to run through these guys now. Running, come on, run chariots, run. You've got some speed. Pick it up. Pick it up, just charge through them. I don't know why we're no longer finding out how many men this unit has. It's kind of stopped telling me stats about them. That's fine. But we're now sallying out here, which is what I wanted to achieve, so that we can flank the rest of the units. Oh, let's actually come across slightly further. We'll get my chariots to finish these guys off. So let's have a look at what's going on here. My cavalry have got in against the chosen swordsmen. Pull them away because they're dying mahusively. These guys should have been firing a while ago. So they've decided not to, which is going to cause me a bit of pain and hurt, because my archers aren't going to be able to do too much damage against these guys on their own. Oh wow, what's happened here? What are we up against? What's my generals up against? Oh, we're up against the enemy general, which my chariots now come into a league of their own where they can actually do stuff. There we go. Now we have a use, and the fog has lifted, and we've charged out here. We're flanking and breaking the rest of these units. There we go. We have a use for you all. Units that are now spilling out over here, we're going to flank round and fight the warband off, because they have really done a number on my dudes. As are my archers being slain by these chaps as well. So we're going to flank around from all angles here, try and bring them down. Fog suddenly lifted. No idea what that was going on. You know, I know that I knew there was some sort of weather system in Rome, but I didn't realise it was kind of like that. Going to lose this unit of archers probably. And we're breaking these guys already, so we're just going to charge in. Finish them off. Which we've done along the rest of the line. Everybody else is broken. Happily fleeing, so we're just charging in at this gateway. The troops, we've got the Gauls troops are running, going to end the battle there, so we killed 1,612 of them. We lost around about 800, not too bad. And of the enemy, only 200 remain, so it's quite a crippling blow to the enemy. Huzzah! Boom, boom, shh. Oh, and we're being attacked again by another army. Another Gallic force. So, oh yes, we're getting repairs. End of turn report. Settlement besieged. Army retrained. And we will deal with you all next time. So that's where I'm going to end it. We'll be repairing and doing more training of elite troops and movement of troops all along. So as always, I hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video. I will be live streaming. Probably by the time this video I actually get around to rendering and uploading it, it won't be till very late Monday evening or really, really early, sort of in the early hours of Tuesday. But I'm going to be live streaming Tuesday evening at probably 8:30 p.m. I'm going to be doing some Battlefield 3 with Chadman and possibly my brother as well on PC. So those of you that have it on PC are more than welcome to join me. I'll be letting you all know the information about that in the stream. There'll be an announcement about the stream Tuesday morning anyway, so by the time this has gone up, it might be, you know, in several hours' time. But there'll be an announcement about the live stream, you know, what time, and links to time converters for those of you that don't run on UK time and what have you. But as always, hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video, and hopefully see you at the live stream. And if not, there'll be Third Age parts up tomorrow as well. Ciao for now.